Our family suffered our greatest loss when my wife Janet died 12 years ago in September, however. I am blessed to say that St. Paul has shared the joys and sorrows of almost all my adult life, and I have a deep debt of gratitude to all the people in the past who helped to bring St. Paul to Old Saybrook and those that have supported it throughout the ages. Well, that brings me to what I would like to say about being generous. First, it's typically when you're talking to people, you got to start by stating what you want to talk about, say what you want to talk about, and end up with what you want to talk about. So let's talk about generosity again in the definition. Generosity is the quality or virtue of being willing to give and share with others freely and abundantly, without expecting anything in return. Sounds like this definition was written by Jesus himself. And I know that I've seen it throughout the Gospels in Jesus' words and parables. I have to admit that I don't live up to fully to all of any of these particular things, in particular one aspect, and that is, while I don't expect anything in return for whatever I can offer, my life has been made so much more fuller and happier through the relationships and support I have with this church. In thinking about what to say today, I came to the conclusion that what I needed to do was to look at what in my life was important. For as the Bible says in Matthew 6:21, "For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." That's Jesus' own words, and in the passage about treasures on earth. This passage can also be flipped around as well to say, if it's important to you, you will support it in both your time and resources. Translate resources into dollars. So there's my current list, and so here's my current list of important things that I thought about in my life. Number one, my grandkids. See previous comment on photos. This is also the reason I drive and promote electric vehicles, because I want my grandkids to have a shot at a livable planet. Number two, my kids, their parents. Once at the top of the list, but after all, Janet and I got them through childhood and out into the world, and thankfully they are doing well. I just have to keep number two from screwing up number one. Number three, all the kids I encounter at St. Paul and elsewhere. In this turbulent and ever-changing world, they need our guidance, love, and support more than ever. I can give you two reasons for loving and supporting all children in the future generations. Number one, you've got to love kids. We were all them once ourselves. And if you want to stay young, you need to have them in your life if you can. And number two, a little more pragmatic. The kids of today will be paying my Social Security in the years to come. To that end, I am blessed that I can participate in our homework club after-school program here at St. Paul, which you've heard about. And I encourage anyone who can get involved with that mission, or any mission that involves the youth of the day, to do so. They are our future. By the way, as was mentioned, one way to help is to support and attend the Christmas fair next Saturday, 9 to 2, where the proceeds go directly to support St. Paul's Homework Club. I'm trying to cover all the bases here. Let's see, number four, this is a list, so I'm at number 3, 4, okay, 4. Next, my fellow congregation members, as imperfect as all of us are. This can be done with all the opportunities to talk and meet, including the recently formed gather groups. And last but not least, and obviously not last, but I had to keep this list at least manageable, the missions of St. Paul, whether it's supporting the congregation in its worship or any of the outreach missions it undertakes. This is where we can reach out to all our neighbors throughout the world, wherever there are needs and when we have the resources to help. So there were some of the things I came up with, and I'm sure that probably if you came up with a list as well, some of those might be there as well on your list as well. But there's a binding force that encompasses all of this. It's why we're here, and it is the love of God through his Son, Jesus, that frees us to live beyond our fearful self-centeredness and caution towards others. I believe God has put into each of us a spark of compassion and generosity that, when nurtured and supported, like I believe it is for me at St. Paul, I can mostly overcome my shortcomings in the eyes of God. And I would ask and challenge you all to value the things that in general, and value and treasure the things that St. Paul is in your life, and support it as heartily as you can. So please prayerfully consider what you can contribute financially to St. Paul, and return your pledge next Sunday so that together we can continue to be in God's church. Thank you.